Probably focus. A lot of people are calling bullshit on this. Superman made around 125 million, because everyone's basically saying the same thing. The math is not mathing. All of the ratios and ways to calculate this that you're applying to everything else, you're not calculating with this. What's going on? It's leading to a lot of people just being called shills, because it's like, I don't understand the logic jumps you're making for this shit. You say, a Variety recently reported that Superman ultimately made a profit of 125 million for Warner Brothers DC Studios, but analysts believe that the movie may have run up a budget over blah blah blah. And we take out the tax credits, it's fine. But even at the 225, people are calling baloney. Though some took Variety's report at face value, the numbers simply didn't add up for others. During last night's episode of The Hot Mic, co-host Jeff Schneider pointed out that the majority of that 125 million most likely came from ancillary profits, i.e. cable rights, video on demand, which I just saw the soundbit numbers that only 500,000 people basically watched it the first 3 days on digital, which isn't exactly what you would want. Hope it's a bit higher. And Superman probably only made a theatrical profit of around 25 million.
Even that, I don't even think they made 25 million.
The studio hasn't released any official numbers, so it's impossible to know for sure, but this does seem to make a bit more sense when you do the math. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The studio was clearly happy enough with Superman's box office performance, as we recently learned that, that first part is true, but not because Man of Tomorrow was getting released, because even, I think when it was around 400 or 500 million, sources inside the studio was that it was good enough.
So we're always told, like, you take the box office and the marketing and you times it by 2.5, right? So 225 plus 100 times
when James Gunn told us we don't know how it works, I made sure to ask Nyat, do we just not know how it works? And Nyat says no. As far as we all know, it's the 2.5 rule. Is everyone uses for a reason.
No, and that's again, talking about people getting accused of being inauthentic. My cohort, RBM, Robert, he's the one commonly giving these mathematical calculations, correct? His associate, John Campia, the one giving these calculations. But all of a sudden for Superman, we're not applying it, and that's where everyone is going. But I don't understand for everything else. For Paul, the It Never Ends, the Paul Thomas Anderson one, the pregnant chick.
Yeah.
They're talking about how much money that has to make, and it's way fucking above what Superman had to make back. So, but it's the same budget situation. So explain it, but they can't explain it.
Based on this, it's lost 200 million.
To Zimta's point, I've heard 3 times for the big fucking ones, and this was a big one, because you're looking at 200 for marketing and 300.
This is the low end.
And even you regress it to 100 million marketing.
Yeah,
it was just social media.
Gooch, though, you are mathing wrong, because you're doing the times half for the marketing while also still adding the marketing in. So your number's not coming out right.
Yeah, it's just production. That it has to be the
2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
leaving marketing out.
Okay.
But it's still just not at their number. Like, it's still like it's just not that high. Yeah. So that's what it is. They pay themselves to stream it, to let other people stream it. That's separate. And the video on demand, which ain't going great.
It's still a loss.
6, 7, it still doesn't break even. That's the point. Even using the lowest in calculations on the most generous numbers, it doesn't math the way they've taught to math.
No.
So this is no Common Core shenanigans. This is just they're being fucking disingenuous.
Even though they said that they spent 200 million with marketing and promotions, because they used the Barbie method and pushed this thing out there. And even if they did 150, it's still a massive loss.
Graph web for 2. For fuck's sake, hashtag.
No. Hashtag.
Cancel Disney Plus. Oh, Jesus. What's up? Came in just a great time.
You're welcome.
They 100% lost money. They were expecting it to make billions. Again, the only thing you can say is that they somehow think that they got more positive word of mouth in the zeitgeist than Snyder's did.
They said that back in January. WB came out, multiple reports saying They needed this movie to make $1 billion.
613.
But also Zazoff was like, "Oh, we're not worried about money. We're starting something new here." Yeah.
613 global.
3 months later. Oh,
I
we
would try
need
to
to
pull
pick
that
out
up.
another loan because our
13 years earlier, and it's at 670 million. So, and that one again, it just doesn't math. So it's fine. We'll see. The real is when Supergirl comes out. This is going to be the real test. So, rumor Supergirl's Crim of the Yellow Hills. Remember, she's going to help a little girl get revenge on her for her dead daddy. He's apparently even more monstrous than his counterpart in the comics. According to Daniel Reitman, Crim has been reimagined for the big screen debut and looks like a monster who, rat, turn away, who carries dead alien rats with him to eat. It could be like Jabba. He's going,
yeah.
Oh, that was a good Boba. That's the good Jabba there. It's unclear what led to the change, but seeing as the version on the page is a shirtless guy with a beard who wields a bow and arrow, you can probably see why the decision was made to make him a little bit more threatening. Yeah, that isn't. Of course, they keep him fucking red-haired and white-skinned. What are you gonna do? What do you think, Gooch? Is it scary to have the little alien rats be eaten?
No, it's